I found them before on eBay.
What are you getting them for?
Get them on cheap.
On the old or what?
Much they asked.
Oh, want to sign my papers?
For one, I thought I could get it for like $7.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be cheaper.
Got two questions for you.
It's raised up a little bit. It's like a suck.
Ready to go, Joe? I'm ready. All right, here we go. Okay, it's 7 o'clock on the second Tuesday of the month. That's the time and date set aside for the common council meeting. If we could take a roll call vote, please.
Brian?
Here.
Larry?
Here.
Buren?
Here.
Donnie?
Here.
Freda?
Here.
Hamilton?
Here.
Coon?
Here.
Next item on the agenda, entertain a motion to approve the previous common council minutes.
Second?
Motion and second to approve the previous common council minutes. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Would entertain a motion to approve the treasurer's report.
So moved.
Second?
Motion and second to approve the treasurer's report. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Next item on the agenda, citizens forum. Seeing nobody at the meeting tonight, we'll move on to committee reports. First committee report is Ways and Means. Chairman Kuhn.
The Ways and Means had one meeting to report. I make a motion to accept the minutes as written.
Second?
Motion and second to accept the minutes of the Ways and Means Committee report, meeting, excuse me. All in favor?
Aye. To the Honorable Mayor and members of the Nekoosa Common Council, a Ways and Means meeting was held on December 10th, 2019 at 6:30 p.m. in the Nekoosa Council Chambers. Members present were Garrett Kuhn, Larry Krupsack, Dan Downing, Adam Beering. Also in attendance were Mayor Dan Carlson, Brian Krupsack, Brad Hamilton, Curtis Breda, Rick Schmidt, DPW. Number one, we audited all the bills. Number two, we recommend Mayor sign a contract with Pauls and Associates Incorporated for $12,500 for the 2020-2021 assessment contract. Recommend for adoption items number two.
Second.
Motion and second to adopt item number 2, the Ways and Means Committee report. Roll call vote, please.
Donnie?
Yes.
Brian?
Yes.
Buren?
Yes.
Coon?
Yes.
Freda?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Larry?
Yes.
Next committee reports, Public Works. Chairman Krupsack.
Public Works has one meeting to report on. I move to have the minutes accepted as printed.
Second.
Motion and second to accept the minutes of the Public Works Committee. All in favor?
Aye. To the Honorable Mayor and members of the Nekoosa Common Council, Public Works meeting was held on Tuesday, December 3rd, 2019 at 5 p.m. in the Nekoosa Council Chambers. Members present were Larry Krupsack, Garrett Kuhn, Adam Beering, and Dan Downing. Also in attendance were Police Chief Sean Woods, Rick Schmidt from the DPW, Mayor Dan Carlson, Brian Krupsack, and there's an attached list on the back of your sheet. Item 1, discuss the Alexander Avenue parking options. Recommend moving forward with Department of Transportation approval. Item 2, recommend updates to Riverside Cemetery ordinance. Item 3, recommend purchase of the DPW pickup truck for $21,977 and a cat plow blade for $4,642. Rick Schmidt will pursue options for a used boom truck. Item 4, recommend approval of wastewater treatment facility WDNR permit. And item 5, recommend discontinuing sewer credit for summer use. Any questions? If not, I move to adopt items 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Second?
Motion and second to adopt items 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 of the Public Works meeting minutes. All roll call vote, please.
Buren?
Yes.
Coon?
Yes.
Freda?
Yes.
Larry?
Yes.
Donnie?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Brian?
Yes.
Next committee report, Public Safety. Brian? Yeah, you're listed as chairman on that, so.
Thank you.
Public Safety has one meeting to present. I make a motion to accept the minutes as written.
Second?
Motion and second to accept the minutes of Public Safety meeting. All in favor?
Aye.
To the Honorable Mayor and members of the Nekoosa Common Council, a Public Safety Committee meeting was held on Tuesday, December 3rd, 2019 at 7:30 p.m. in the Nekoosa Council Chambers. Members present were Brian Krupsack, Adam Beering, Garrett Kuhn, and Larry Krupsack. Also in attendance were Dan Downing, Mayor Dan Carlson, Rick Schmidt of the DPW, Ambulance Chief Mark Myers, Assistant Ambulance Chief Ken Moody, Chief of Police Sean Woods, Fire Department Assistant Chief Dave Reinschmidt, and Police Officer Brian Mahan. Number 1, recommend purchasing Axon Squad body cams for $57,169 over the next 5 years. Number 2, discuss police revenue allocation. 3, discuss police staffing and hiring process. 4, recommend sending 1 officer to attend field officer training per handbook. 5, recommend sending Police Chief Woods to Law Enforcement Management Conference per handbook. And 6, recommend sending Chief Woods to Wisconsin Chiefs Winter Training Conference per handbook. Make a motion on 1, 4, 5, and 6.
Motion and a second to adopt items 1, 4, 5, and 6 of the Public Safety Committee minutes. Roll call vote, please.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Brett?
Yes.
Coon?
Yes.
Brian?
Yes.
Tony?
Yes.
Larry?
Yes.
Barry?
Yes.
Next, committee report, Property, Recreation, Human Affairs, Chairman Krupsack.
Property, Recreation, and Human Affairs has 1 meeting to present. I make a motion to accept the minutes as written.
Second.
Motion and a second to accept the minutes of the Property, Recreation, and Human Affairs meeting. All in favor?
Aye.
To the Honorable Mayor and members of the Nekoosa Common Council, a Property, Recreation, and Human Affairs Committee meeting was held on Tuesday, December 3rd, 2019 at 6:30 p.m. in the Nekoosa Council chambers. Members present were Brian Krupsack, Adam Beering, Dan Downing, and Garrett Kuhn. Also in attendance were Mayor Dan Carlson, Larry Krupsack, Melissa Siegler, Catherine Westaby with Veerbecker, Police Chief Sean Woods, Rick Schmidt of the DPW, Nekoosa School Board members Brian Giese, Cody Przbilski, Dave Schmidt, Brian Mahan, and Superintendent Terry Whitmore. Number 1, discussed housing planning study overview and input with Veerbecker representative. And number 2, discuss the Nekoosa School District School Board members planning for a sustainable future. No action needed.
Next committee report, wage and salary. Chairman Hamilton.
Wage and salary had 1 meeting. I move to adopt the minutes as presented. Second.
Motion and a second to adopt the minutes of the wage and salary committee meeting. All in favor?
Aye.
The Honorable Mayor and members of the Nekoosa Common Council, wage and salary meeting was held on Monday, December 9, 2019 at 5 p.m. in the Nekoosa Council chambers. Members present were Brad Hamilton, Brian Krupsack, Adam Beering, and Dan Downing. Also in attendance were Rick Schmidt of DPW and Police Chief Sean Woods. It is moved by Beering, second by Downing to go in the closed session pursuant to Wisconsin statutes 19.85, paren 1, paren 3, regarding negotiations with DPW for 2020 wages employee handbook proposed revision. Item 2, moved by Downing, second by Beering to go into open session pursuant to Wisconsin statutes 19.852, paren 2, to make recommendations on matters discussed in closed session. Motion carried. Item 3, recommend a 2.5% increase for the Department of Public Works for 2020. Item 4, recommend 2.5% increase for full-time, non-union employees for 2020. Item 5, recommend 2.5% increase for part-time, non-union employees for 2020. This is at the community center. Item 6, recommend part-time police officer pay rate be increased to $23 per hour. Item 7, recommend crossing guard pay rate increase to $12 per shift. Any questions? I move to adopt items 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7.
Second. Motion and a second to adopt items 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 of the wage and salary committee report. Roll call vote, please.
Coon?
Yes.
Brett?
Yes.
Brian?
Yes.
Larry?
Yes.
Tony?
Yes.
Barry?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Moving on, old business. Is there any old business that needs to come in before the council? Okay, moving on to new business. We have the various monthly reports. Entertain a motion to approve.
So move. Second.
Motion and second to approve the monthly reports. All in favor?
Aye.
Next item on the agenda, approval of the claims. Mr. Rush.
Okay, we had the three bill lists. We got some pay vouchers around here, or?
Oops.
Oh, were they three, do we have a big one?
Am I missing something here, or maybe they're,
Is it three?
there we are.
Oh,
They're
there.
stashed in there, I'm sorry about that. Ways and Means, 250, Council, 845, Public Works, 250, Public Safety, 250, Property Rec, 250, Wage and Salary, 250, Mayor, 800, Camera, 30.
Move to approve the bills as presented.
Second.
Motion and second to approve the bills. Roll call vote, please.
Brian,
Yes.
Downey,
Yes.
Gary,
Yes.
Kuhn,
Yes.
Hamilton,
Yes.
Freda,
Yes.
Larry.
Yes.
Moving on, are there any other issues that we need to bring forward?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.
Assessor one. Sign that one up there. Kinda cold and nasty out tonight, isn't it, a little bit?
It's gonna get colder and nastier before morning.
Yeah.
That's
You know,